Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy holidays to everyone. I hope everything's going well for everyone. Congratulations to everybody who hit that 377 Illinois evening draw. So we're going to talk about that, okay? We're going to talk about it. All right. Welcome, welcome everybody. Happy winnings and happy holidays. Okay, remember yesterday that 9-2 hadn't hit? Remember I was telling you about tracking for the front pairs and the back pairs? 928 hit that day before yesterday, and then if you've been following me, my hot numbers here that I was saying, as tracking with strategy number 2, I tracked the single pairs, and the single pairs, the 37 was the last one that hadn't hit, and the 37 hadn't hit all year round, hadn't hit for the whole year on the front. That's why it's imperative that we actually track the 1,000 numbers. I mean, you're using the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, flip, and all those different things. They're only giving you a third of the numbers to work with. So you have no idea what's going on with those numbers. The other 635 numbers, we don't know what's going on with them, and they all random. The only thing that we can tilt the pick 3 winnings in our favor is tracking all 1,000 numbers. That's it. I'll be preaching this gospel to I guess I can't. Hey Robert, how you doing? All right. You know, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Leda, congratulations. I don't know who's calling me now. I thought I had this on silent. I'll get that call later. I'll give it a minute. He'll probably call me back later. But tracking is the king, and like I said again, congratulations to everybody who was following me and got that 377. All right. And as you know, I just put a short showing where Illinois just sent me that I won it. I play online, so I don't have paper tickets to buy. Only thing I can send is when they let me know that I won my number. And Illinois has an excellent website for playing online, and I love it, and it's easy and it's simple to do, even like that. But I mean, even in your state, I'm sure you got now lottery places around the corner or not too far from you where you can play. But I just love the Illinois lottery over here. Welcome, 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 Teresa. Welcome, everybody. Good morning. Happy holidays. But as I say, the numbers are random. That's why I say tracking the actual numbers. What it did for me, this is what tracking the actual numbers did for me. It taught me to be patient, to win. That's what it did. Because I could actually see what the actual 1,000 numbers was doing. I could actually see when a number fell and off of what column it fell off of. I could actually see what single pairs and pairs wouldn't fall each month. I could actually see that a single digit might not fall for 90, 60 days. I could actually see that a pair might not front or back pair might not fall for a whole year. I could actually see those things. So if my numbers didn't come in, it taught me to be patient. It because if I was playing a number that I knew hadn't played for 90 days, I knew it was just a matter of time before that number more than likely would come in because I could almost gauge it by actually tracking the 1,000 numbers in my state. That's what it gives you. It gives you patience. Oh, you're so okay, Robert. I hear you. Thank you for that compliment. But it gives you patience, I'm telling you. You won't be jumping on and off the numbers trying to win because you know why you're playing. You'll know why you're playing the number. And if you don't know why you're playing the number, with me, I was disgruntled when I lost because I knew I had to take a chance of trying to figure out if I was going to win the next day or not, or how I was going to play, because I knew nothing about the numbers I was playing. I just didn't know. I didn't even want to know when the numbers came out that night to play. I didn't want to know. I wanted to lose my money the next day. But now it's a kind of nice to because I can track everything. Okay, so welcome everybody and happy holidays. And here we go. Yeah, Illinois does have a good system where you can play online. It's user friendly. It's not hard to figure out or any of that. So as I always start again, all you have is 1,000 numbers. But the thing with PICK-3, you can track the 1,000 numbers yourself. You don't have to leave it to anybody else. And like I said, the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, the flips, and all those different strategies wasn't getting me there. They just didn't get me there. I mean, if you use them and they're working for you, like I said, fine. But you still gonna be left with a 60% of the numbers that you ain't gonna even know nothing about to even track, to know what's going on with them, to win, how to play them. But because you only going these numbers are random, they unpredictable. You're only gonna get a third of them every year, and working with the law average, they're gonna be rotating. The numbers gonna have to be catching up with each other. And if you're not knowing how these numbers are rotating and catching up with each other with the law average, you playing a loser's game. Okay. So that's why I came with OPPB. Be organized, be persistent, be patient, stick with a budget, play responsibly. And that's what the pick through at a glance does for you. It helps you to be organized because I got everything laid out. It helps you to be patient because you can see, and as you're tracking what the numbers are doing, it helps you to be persistent. And I mean by being persistent, you might not be in a position to play every day. I don't even recommend you really start trying to play every day until you practice pick through at a glance strategy on paper first and see what the numbers are doing in your state. You have to see what the numbers are doing in your state. Rainy days don't bring numbers. Lucky numbers. I used to have lucky numbers, but I don't no more because I know a lucky number could take 15 years and never show up. Numbers don't follow numbers. Midday numbers don't bring evening numbers. It just don't. It looks like it because it's only 1,000 numbers, and as you tracking them and you don't know what's going on with them, it does look like that, but it's not happening that way. You got 1,000 numbers. All they doing is crossing paths. The only thing that works, and like I said, it edges the winning for you to winning is working with the law average. It gives you a little better edge because those numbers have to change positions. These 1,000 numbers, for all these 1,000 numbers to rotate out to come exactly like they are, takes about 3 to 4 years. That's what you're up against. The lottery is not set up for you to win, it's set up for you to lose. And you have to play it with that perspective in mind, knowing that you have to take time to watch the numbers and track them to win. Okay. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Appreciate the love you're showing the channel. And then here, like I say, these are the 22 numbers that I came up with. If you can screenshot this. Let me see if I got it up there. And you're going to do the 111 rundown on these 22 numbers to find out what. This is the first strategy I came up with on my own. Okay. Give me a second here. I got to get me a damp towel. Something sticky on the table. Be right with you all. Screenshot that. Look it over. Look at those numbers. Something sticky here. I don't know what that is. Whew. Okay. All those numbers are in numerical order. All of them have zeros next to them. Okay. And I took these 22 numbers, did the 1-1 rundown on them. And by doing the 1-1 rundown on them, these 22 numbers gives me all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations at a glance. Okay. So I'm going to show you. And I added 3 other strategies, which was tracking the single pairs, tracking the single digits, tracking the front pair and the back pair. All right. Now, I'll get my paper wet here. I don't know what this is that's sticky on here. Okay. Now, once you get that, I'm going to do the 1-1-1 rundown on the 377 that came in. That's a double. So it's going to be under one of these double numbers here under the column. All right. We'll do the 1-1-1 rundown on the 377 that came in. One, 377. You're going to add 1 to the 3, the winning number that came in. You're going to add 1 to each one of the winning numbers that came in. And you're going to count straight down. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 10, but you can only use the 0 because in lottery math, you only use single digits. So you do the 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. And 1 to 1, you get 2. All right? Same thing here. And then you're going to draw a line. You get a 3. The same number at the bottom you get at the top, you add it correctly. Okay? Make sure you can see this here. Now, same here. Add 1 to the 7, you're going to get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. Same number at the bottom, you get the top, you add it correctly. And this here, you're just going to count straight down. That's why I use the 111 rundown. It's the only one you ever have to figure out how to use, because if you make an error, you can catch it right away. So 1 at 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you want to find out which one of these base numbers that I call them, that 377 is under, and is under the doubles. So you want to see which one of these numbers is in that rundown. Okay? And all the base numbers got a zeros in them. And you'll memorize these numbers once you start doing the paperwork. It'll come to you. And then you're going to go down and see out of these 10 numbers, it's under the 044. And this 377 actually comes the way that the 044 is on here, which is on the sheet, on the rundown sheet here, the workout sheet. See here? This is the workout sheet. I put these all in. They ain't got to be fancy. Start on paper. Don't wait. Do those 12 numbers and do the 1-1 rundown just like I showed you. Okay? And so it's going to be under the doubles. These are the singles. It's going to be under the double. Let me make sure I got it lined up where you can see it. But it's going to be under doubles. I'll line the doubles up. It's going to be under doubles. See there? And you're going to see, you're going to go to the column with the 044. Here it is right here. And you're going to find the 377. Here it is right here. See what I mean? 9 out of not 9 out of 10, but see these sheets here, these numbers, how they are? Normally when they come, they'll come just like they are on the sheet. But you might see another way you want to play them. Okay, it's lady. Okay, lady. I got you. Lady. Okay. With an I. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Thank you for straightening me on that, lady. Okay. See here? It's going to come. Normally it'll come like the 488 came, but it came 884 because it came on that 88 hadn't fell on that front pair, on that front side. And that 37 hadn't fell on that front side. So you can see at a glance, that's what I call it. You can see what numbers hit for the month at a glance on one column. Now, and you can see this arrow here. This arrow let me know that nothing fell off this column last month. And nothing had fell off of this one for last month. Working with the law average, I know normally from tracking from my state, more than probably normally any state, if the two, like the 004 and this 044 are opposite numbers of each other, well, they're not. Let's see. They offset, they pairs that set each other, but they're not opposite sets of each other. The opposite would be this 559 would be, I mean, this 004, the opposite of it would be the 559, but they opposite pairs of each other. This column and these columns are opposite pairs of each other. So when I see an opposite pair column, like this 044, this 004, and this 044, ain't feel, knowing what the law average, one of these columns gonna hit that next month. If any one of these columns straight down don't hit, either the top or the bottom is going to hit that month. And if it don't, I'm on them columns like crazy. Because the most important it'll take maybe it's 2 months that this column don't hit. 2 months. And if it take 2 months, that's 60 days. That's working with that's where you're working with the law average. All right. That's how, at a glance, I always know what's going on with the numbers. Not the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, the flips, and all that. They don't show you this. Because it's all really what they're doing is included in tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. They just don't know it. Not included because they ain't doing all the 1,000 numbers because they're only looking at a third of it. So, but they guessing that they are, but they're not. That's what I had to figure out for myself. I read a book that said something about I read a book, and what it said was that the 1,000 numbers have to work with the law average. So that always stuck in my head. So when I put my system and strategy together, I included all the 1,000 numbers. So I could see them working with the law average. And that what brought PICK-3 at a glance together. But it said, all the numbers have to work off the law average, and then I figured out that the law average is about a third of the 1,000 numbers, because all you're going to get is, 365 of those numbers out of the year. So that's what this is based off, the law average. The numbers have to play catch up. They have to rotate out. Okay? So, congratulations, 377. And what they mean now, what they mean by the numbers have to play catch up and rotate out, for example, they have to do this in a span now, but you have to be aware of what they're doing. Let's say 1, 2, 3. It will change positions to 1, 3, 2. You have to be looking at that. Or it'll change position to 2, 1, 3. Or it change position to 2, 3, 1. Or it change position to 3, 1, 2. Or change the position to 3, 2, 1. See, all them numbers have to change positions to the 1,000 numbers. That's what you're looking for. You have to be aware of that. You can't be guessing that. You have to know that. I have to know if, say, let me see. What I want to say. I want to know what all positions possibly this number can fail in, and I can do that at a glance looking back at my paperwork on PICK-3 at a glance. Or if you have I don't know, they might have apps or something. Lottery posts might do some of this, help you with some of it. But I like doing it physically myself. I can see more and strategize with it. Just like this 377 law average, it has to change position through the year to 377, to 737, and to 773. It's a double, two like numbers. And quite naturally, triples, no matter what zeros change position, they still going to be triples when you're looking at them, no matter what position they're in. Okay. Again here, another thing with being in mind that I said, okay, I want to know, working with the law average, how can I make everything easy where I know looking at them, I'm working with the law average at all times. So what I realized, I said, okay, I would want to know when a number and its opposite have failed and not fallen in the columns that I put together. I want to know, out of these 22 columns, how would I know that the number and its opposite hadn't failed? So I put them where they would. I stumbled up on this, really. I didn't really realize it until as I learned more and got into the game, that my numbers that I had used were all in all the columns were opposites of each other out of the 22 numbers. I just played around with it, and it fell in line because I put everything in numerical order. I put everything in line where it would make sense. Okay. So here, what I did when I learned about, and they call them mirrors and flips, and when I was trying to study on YouTube, it had me all screwed up because they was calling mirrors flips and flips mirror and everything else, and I'm trying to learn, and I was all messed up on YouTube. But then I studied until I figured out that mirrors and flips are two different things. And here, like, let's say there's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirrors are when you add plus 5 to these 5 numbers on top. Plus 5, okay? So if you add 5 to 0, you're going to get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 7, 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 8, you get 3, you get 8. And 5 to 4, you get 9. Okay? Now, so these numbers are opposite of each other, exact opposite of each other. So if you took the 1,000 numbers and divide them in half, you're going to have the top of the 1,000 and the bottom of the 1,000, or the bottom of the 1,000 and the top of the 1,000. And let's say you got triple zeros to 499, and 499. Then you got 500 to 999 on the bottom. Top half of the 1,000, bottom half of the 1,000. So if you play 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played the 5, 6, 7, and they do that, they'll play the opposite number on you, and you got to understand that. But it's easy to understand it when you're using the pick-3 at a glance strategy. It's easy to understand it. Okay. Now, if they play if you play 7, 8, 9, and they play 2, 3, 4, and they'll do that. Any way of those combinations could come. All these numbers here that are singles come 6 different ways. So it could come 6, 7, 5. And you played 102, it's still the same number. They still opposite each other. Okay? Or if you played a double, like again, the 112, and the lottery played 667. Again, 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. That's all that's what happens. It's only 1,000 numbers, so the opposite will probably come out sometime when you playing this number and the lottery play that number, the opposite of it. Or if you play triple zeros and the lottery play 5, 5, 5. That's how it's only 1,000 numbers, so that can happen. That's why it can happen that a number can come the next day. Anything can happen when numbers are unpredictable or random, but they have to work with the law average. These numbers change positions with the law average, or you can't get. They can't play 1, 2, 3 every day. These numbers have to rotate for them to make a number. Okay, so now you see what I got here. See how here in this column that I put together, this is the beauty of this. Which I'm not I'm dyslexic. And being dyslexic, you see things backwards. And I was a slow learner in school. This was before they ever found out what dyslexic is. And to tell you the truth, I just found out about it when they started talking more about it myself. Math, I couldn't do math. I was no good at math. I barely made it through pre-algebra, and I took it so many times to get my associate degree, they just let me pass, I think. But if you're dyslexic, you know what I'm talking about. We're pretty smart people, but we have that physical disability that we don't even know we have. So I couldn't understand why I couldn't get math. I was pretty good in pretty much other studies, but math didn't work. So see how these numbers are opposite? When I did this 111 rundown on these columns, all the numbers and the opposite is in the column. Just like here, 375. The opposite, quite naturally, 822. 488. The opposite of it is the 933. The 599. The opposite of it is 044. The 600. The opposite of it, quite naturally, is the 155. Okay? And then the 711, the opposite is 266. So what that did for me, I said, wow. Now I'll always know when a number and its opposite didn't fall. So that helped me to build a strategy and a skill set where I could use that way to my advantage. Way, way, way to my advantage. So what I did, I said, wow, that's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal. So what I did, I realized that as I was tracking, and you're going to learn a lot, you're going to always listen. You're going to listen to me clearly. When you start tracking these numbers using the PICK-3 glance strategy, building a skill set, you're going to always be learning something. You're not learning anything with those other methods that you can strategize on. With the PICK-3 at a glance, you're going to always be learning something. A lady brought to my attention, one of my subscribers, out of all the years I was doing this, and I was doing the rundown, and when I do the rundown, I was trying to remember, okay, what's the base number? Where or is it the six? Is it this? Is this? I just couldn't get it, I guess, because like I said, with that dyslexia, I numbers didn't match up. And she said, all the base numbers got zeros in them, and it lit up a light. It lit up a light. Now instead of looking at all the numbers, all I have to do is look at the numbers with the zeros in them, because one of them gonna be my base numbers instead of trying to figure out if it's the 711. Like I say, my memory, as you get older, your memory ain't that good. But I realized that, okay, all I gotta look at is the number. I knew that 044. That's all you gotta look at to find what column is under. Like here, the sheet, all of them got the zeros in them. So when I go to do a rundown, because you know it ain't gonna be in the same order, I know if it says let's do the 024 because it's in the middle here. If I go down and I did the rundown, because all these numbers gonna come 6 different ways, just like here. So when I do the rundown on them, and depending on what way that number come in, it's gonna be different. Okay? So now the 024, if I see 204, I know that's gonna be this column. Base number, my winning number will be under this column. Or now the only thing that'll throw you off, that I had another subscriber call me just the other day, which it said, Terry, I can't find the number in the 111 rundown that came in for the day. I was kind of shooken a little bit, and I said, wow, you can't. I say, wow, I'm thinking that out of all these years, I done missed something. So I said, so what was the winning number that came in? She said, it was 402. I say, 402. I say, oh, that's the base number. I say, it's the actual base number. It's 024. 402 is just one of the ways that it can come in. So you would quite naturally circle off the 024 as the winning number that came in for that day. You quite naturally would circle that off. And when the subscriber told me about all the base numbers had zeros in them, automatically I just go to the numbers with a zero in it and see if it's the 012 or the 013, the 014, in the 6 ways that it can come, or the 015, or the 016, the 017, the 018, the 024, the 025, the 026, the 027, the 037. So, and you'll always find one of these base numbers on the singles or the doubles in your rundown. Yeah, Robert. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So it can be rigged, bruh. It can be rigged. So and when they rig it, we gonna be the first ones to find out because we know these numbers got to work with the law average. I know when they start picking the number, it's a done deal for me. I'm done. Ain't nothing I can do. What can I do unless I play out of state when they ain't got the electronic draw and they still using the balls? But when they at an AI start paying out the least bets, it's a done deal, man. It's a done deal. But I haven't seen that yet with the Illinois and the wild ball and fireball because I'm still winning. Yeah, I'm glad I put it up there. I've been trying to figure out how to get it up there for Eddie Tipton. Yeah, that's wild, man. I said I would love to know how that Joker did that, man. That's got to be really smart. How he could get the tickets and go to the store and the ticket would pop out where the store he go to. That's got to be something they don't never want none of us to know. Yep, that's astonishing to me. Yeah, I would love to know how he did it. I don't want to go to jail to figure it out though. I don't want to do that. I'll stick with what I got here. You know, I ain't going to jail. I'm too old for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm too old for that. Yeah. Hey Angie, how you doing? Glad to have you with us. Welcome everybody that's on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. All right. And if you could, if you could show me some more love, tap the like on the screen. All you got to do is just tap it twice like this on the screen, and it'll give me a like. Doing a live, just tap it twice on the screen like that, and it'll give me a like if you haven't done that already. I'd really appreciate the love. Okay. Now, now, but yeah, you got me talking about that. That amazes me every time I think about it. I hear you, bro. Yeah. Now we're gonna go to the pairs, but like I'm saying here, I think I was on uh, all these columns. The opposite number is in each column. So uh, let me show you. These are the monthly. Okay. And you have to go back to January. I upload every other day so much. All the data for Illinois lottery PICK-3, and you gotta go back to January. And I'm gonna suggest, even though I'm in Illinois, don't just go by me because you might see something I miss, and you can get them for thousands of dollars, and I miss it. But so I went back Illinois when I got here, and I had to go back all the way to January. See everything I highlighted in pink and eliminate all. That's how I win. November, December, and January are my best months because I eliminate all the numbers that have played for the year to see what numbers are left working with the law average. Because I know, like I told you all before, the numbers have to rotate. And I have to know what numbers been played and rotated where and how. And the only way I can do that, I got to know what numbers are left to play so I can see what's left. So I will go back and I take a sheet. This is a monthly sheet, you would say. I use this as a yearly sheet, but it's a monthly sheet also. And I take this sheet and I eliminate. You see, it's the summary sheet. I eliminate all the numbers. So you're going to have to take a sheet and go back in your state. I hate to tell you, but it's going to be downhill after that. Go back in your state and see what numbers are left off of what columns. Them are the numbers you want to look at. Okay? I suggest you do strategy number 1. Don't worry about 2 and 3 so much right now. Don't even worry about them because you're going to start doing them monthly. But you definitely want to know what numbers ain't played for the previous year because they're going to show up. And here on the doubles, I had to do the same thing. Like right now, I got to You do the same thing. And here you can see that if I'm not mistaken, I haven't checked this. See, I mark off this 37 now for the year on a double. Anything that ain't played, I want to know. So I'm gonna carry those numbers that didn't play last year over to the next year. Them gonna be my bucket list of numbers to play. I already know in Illinois, I'm gonna have my bucket list of numbers. It won't be too many of them because Illinois be racking up these numbers that's due. That's due. Like here, that's due. Because all I'm gonna tell you on the front pair and back pair that's due. This is pretty good. That's how I knew this 37 was coming. And y'all, if y'all was watching, y'all seen that 37 was due. I call them out pretty much every time I do the video. There's 7 only left 9, right? And I can't say they won't come out for the money's out. But I've been playing them front and back. The 17, the 37 just hit. The only 2 left for the whole year. Usually it'd be about 9 of them left for the whole year that they played on the front, or 9 on the back. But Illinois doing it. The only 2 left is the 17 and 50 on the front. That ain't played for the whole year. And on the back, I only got 3. I have the 22, the 39, and the 50. So you know I'm gonna be just rolling with them pairs on the front and the back. I'll put a couple of dollars on them out throughout the whole year because it looks like to me they're gonna probably end up getting marked off. Or if you want to, you can wheel it like I say. I hope I ain't skipping around too much on you guys here. Okay, let's do it this way, y'all. This is how I hit that 377. I knew. See, you gonna know when how they gonna go up and down. When I'm playing even in Illinois, well, you know, Angie, I said the triple eights. Okay, there's no guarantee, but them 8s are rolling like crazy. Okay, but those triple eights, I told you why I was playing those. But you asked me what numbers I'm playing. But I'm gonna do this before I get off track, because I get off track, I'll forget everything. And just hold on, Angie, okay? Now, I've been tracked for the whole year. I know what front pairs. That's why I say it's a pair. Front pairs and back pairs. The 17 and 37. You know what? 37 is going now, right? All we got left on the front is the 17 and the 50. Okay? On the front, the 5-0. And on the back, we got the 22, the 39, and the 50. So we got the 17 front and the 50 front. And we got the 22 back, the 39 back, and the 50 back. All right. Now, this is how you wheel this, isn't that how? And that's how I did the 37. Front, you're going to do 370. I mean, sorry, 37. Where'd that come from? That 170, but I know that 37 is in my mind, okay? Because 370s, I played those out too. I did one. 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Same here. It'll be 550, 501, 502, 503. Remember, you guys, you can track them all, but you can't play them all. You don't want to play them all. It'll come to you with best ones to play. 505, 506, 507, 508, 509. This will in the numbers with the pairs. When you know the front pair or the back pair or any pair ain't filled, that's how you would play it. And here on the back, I would play it as 022, 022, 122, triple twos, quite naturally. 322, 422, 522, 622, 722, 822, 922. I'm really looking at that 922, but it already came as 928 on me, and I hit that 928 because I knew that 92. I said January, but it was February that 92 hadn't failed on the front for the whole year. You see that? That's how I hit the 928, and then the 377 just now behind it. And then here, tracking the actual numbers, not no guessing numbers. Okay, here the same way, the 039. This is what I'm looking at. See, this is how you build your strategy and skill set, working with the actual 1,000 numbers. 139, 239, 339, 439, 539, 639, 739. Hope y'all can see that. I'm writing smaller, look like, don't it? 839 and 939. Because I know that 39 ain't fell on the back. And same way with this here. Okay. You can, let's see, it's going to be 050, 150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 650, 750, 850, 950. Is that right? That's 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you see that? Now, my strategy here would be, I know one of my numbers per se is 37, pair that ain't failed. So the way I'm gonna play it, I'd make sure I play it as 173. I make sure that I put that 173 on the front, that 17 on the front. Or if I'm playing any number with a 50, I'm gonna make sure I put it on the front, like that. And if I got the 22 and the 39 on the back, so you can screenshot this and see what happens. These to me would be hot numbers. I would definitely be, if say, like the deal with the 37 that didn't fall last month, that's how I knew to play the 377, because 37 had fell on the front. Okay, the 37 that just hit. If it ain't failed in 60 days, that's when I start looking at pulling them together, looking at start playing those numbers. See, time is on your side with this. You know, time is on your side. You can wait. And if 50 if 50 don't fall, the pair 50 pair, don't fall, and you watching it because you know 5 overs in play, don't fall for 90 days, you definitely gonna do these 2 columns. You're gonna make sure you put that 5-0 on the front and the 5-0 on the back. If you don't do nothing, play these 50 box. Or play them straight box. Whatever your budget allows. Stick with your budget. Whatever your budget allows. Now, Illinois. Okay? I would really consider these as being high. I don't want you playing all these though. I'll watch out for 17s to see when the last time 17s or the 5-0 hit pair, the 22 pair. But this be sitting rundown because you know that these numbers ain't this here ain't fair all year this way in Illinois. Evening draw. Ain't fail all year. But you can't play them all. You don't want to play them all. But I'll show you what numbers I'm playing and what we hit on. Okay? For Illinois. And did I show you all? No, I think I missed. I'm jumping over. I don't want to jump off for everything here. Let me get back on track a little bit. But I was just showing you that. And Angie, I don't know if you got anything to do here. Let me. I'm gonna show you what I'm actually playing. But like I told y'all, I win, but I won't be able to tell y'all all the numbers I play to win because you might not be in that position to do what I do. But I can tell you what's coming in. And you should be winning on some of my numbers that I'm showing y'all that I'm winning on. A lot of people, I know people are winning, so that ain't no should be. I know people are winning because they're calling me, let me know, so, and emailing me. So here, Illinois, Angie, what you're asking, I'm going to tell you what I'm actually playing. I might vary, okay? I might vary now. But when I do vary, I'm showing you all that I'm winning, but, and I win what y'all win too, so that ain't going to be no problem. Okay. See why I was playing that 3-7? Remember I told these numbers here were really what I kind of loaded up on more, okay? Because I'm looking for them to come in. Because they haven't failed all year. I'm playing these here. I'm playing these here. Because these numbers are opposite each other. Remember I tell you about the numbers opposite each other? All these numbers for the end of the year opposite each other. November, December, and January are my hot months, my best winning months, because I have done my work. I've done the work. I tracked the numbers to win. Okay? I'm playing these, Angie, for sure. Okay? But I got time to wait on them. You might not have time to wait on them. And if they don't come, I ain't worried. I'm way ahead for the year, y'all. Way ahead for the year. Okay? And it's not how often you hit, it's how you play the game. It's how you know when to invest, how much you know when to put in, when to play. That's why you should be trying to play every day and jumping on and off all these numbers, trying to win every day. You got to use the law average. See here, I'm playing this. I hit this. I hit this. I won this. It's all in my YouTube video tickets that they send me. Hit this. These here. All this. And I ain't a lot. See, I ain't got a lot of numbers. These are my daily play numbers. When I win, when I go, I use these numbers to win off of. I hit these, both of these. Okay? And it ain't a lot of numbers because I didn't track them down. I don't need to play a lot of numbers. And I did pick up this 011 and this 110. if I wouldn't just play the whole column 50-cent box. These four here, if I was playing doubles, I would, let's see, didn't hit two off of here. All these doubles are good, I would say, pretty much, possibly. But I know, and like I said, you have to be able to stretch it. I know that this 00 hadn't hit for the month yet. I did it. No, the 600 hit. So yeah, the 600 did hit. But the 1-1, let's see. Let me see something here. Let me go to the 1-1. Let me go back to my paper. Yeah, the 00 just hit. The 3-3. The 00, see the 00 hit. What's left is the 2-2, the 3-3s, the 7-7s. And like I told you, Andrew, triple eights I'm playing. Now see this 3 and 8 hadn't failed. Didn't fall. So I would probably, even with those 8s, I would play the opposite of it, would be the 3s for evenings also. Like even though I don't play triples, but I know that the 8 and 3 didn't fall. I knew one of these should fall, a double 8 should fall. Because the number and its opposite didn't fall the prior month. So when a double and its opposite don't fall, I look to play both of these. So I would say play the triple 3s along with these triple 8s. You get that, Robert? Play triple 3s along with those triple 8s to the end of the month. And don't fall off at the end of trips question mark. And you say, Angie, it says trips question. I don't understand the question mark. I don't understand. It says trips question mark. I don't understand it, Angie. I'm gonna go ahead. But I got the triple 8s there. And I'm probably gonna start playing those triple 3s along with it. Yeah. Probably, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If it ain't but 50 cents straight for the next 6 days, or a dollar straight, it'll probably be 50 cents. Not, but because I'm loading up on the 8s, I'm looking for the 8s. But if they bring that 3 out, I'll still be playing the 8s. Okay, what you got, Angie? Okay. Let's see where we're at here. And at 377 go to strategy number 2. And then, like I said, you want to be organized. Yes. Wait a minute. Right back, y'all. Uh-huh, 3s and 8s. Right back. Okay. Okay. 917. 917. Oh, wait a minute. 928. 8 and 377. Okay. Okay. See where I just hit the 2? The 928, because that 92 hadn't failed since February. Excuse me. Man. And 377. Because that 37 hadn't failed all year. That's what I mean, have your calendar, be organized. Now we're going to go to the strategy number 2. Tracking the single pairs. That's where I know what pairs have failed for the month and what pairs haven't. So you got two separate numbers, and that's the 3 and the 7. So you're going to have 2 separate pairs, and it's going to be the 7-7 and the 37. That's how I knew to put it in play, because it hadn't played the previous month, and I knew that it was due on the front. Three 7 pairs. What about the 3-7 pairs? I would play the pair. If you want to play that 3-7 pairs and wheel it down, you can do that. But I got the one set up that I'm playing. I would do the 370 down to 379 if you want to play it that way. But the ones I showed you on the paper is what I'm going with for right now. You could do it 50 cent if your budget allows. Well, I'll definitely appreciate the love, Angie. I appreciate the love, but I understand. Um, I appreciate that. Appreciate the love, and believe me, I believe I can get you there. Yeah, that's one of my numbers. I am definitely playing that 173. So, yeah, that's definitely one of my numbers. Or the 371. Also, I would still leave it in play. I know it shows up on the sheet as 137, but I would definitely, if you want to, I'd 50 cent combo it. It'd be $3, or I'd $2 box it. That 137. Know what I'm saying? If you don't, it depends on your budget now. Or the better way, if you to get it all the way, is uh, well, um, the 50 cent combo would be $3 on that number, or to get it either way at 50 cent, just the 3-7 pair all the way down. And 50 straight. One way I do it is I 3-7 the pair all the way down, and the main ones I like that 173 at 50 cent. I 50 cent straight it. Okay. Then the 371 at 50 straight it, and the 137 at 50 straight it. That'd be $6.50. Depends on the budget and what you're playing. But I usually play. I kind of keep my numbers in now. I don't bounce on and off of them. So if you can't play them at least for 4 or 5 days, uh, if you can't play them 4 or 5 days, or play them for a stretch, then I wouldn't play it one day and get off. If you can't play the numbers at least for, depending on how you plan them, I don't play no number under 3 days. Okay? You play no number under 3 days. If I had to play a 50-cent box, however I think to play it. Depends, like I say, it's how much you got to invest in. Okay, so let's do I did the 3-7 here and the 77. Now, here's, and that way I can follow. If you got like the number 1, 2, 3, you mark off the 12, the 13, and the 23. At a glance, you can see that, well, I already know that the 13 ain't failed and 23 ain't failed for the month. And if you playing triples, you know it's only one single pair, so you mark off triple ones, triple twos, not single pair, one single number, or the triple fours would be the fours like that. And the way I won with this, a pair can take 120 days and not even hit. That's 3 months. That's 4 months. How would you know to pick that number up if you're not tracking and win? You can't. None of those other strategies show you that. None of those other strategies gonna show you that a 38 number ain't showed up in 4 months. And here, number 3, strategy number 3. I mark off the 3 on the front. I mark off the 7 in the middle, which the first time the 7 fell in the middle. See that? For the whole month. And then the 7 on the back. Bam, you're done. Now, any number that I don't hit for the month, I'm carrying over to next month. And here, I had it where 7s didn't fall with a number for 2 months. No number. Who would have thought it? Okay? This is how you win. You got to know what's going on with these numbers to win. The actual numbers. This is what we got to do. We got to know what's going on with these actual numbers. We got to. That's what changed the game for me and how I play. Okay, now strategy 4, workout sheet number 4. Now I can mark where out of my paperwork, I can go to the 37 on the front. See, that's the first time it's marked off. Mark it off over here. Both of these numbers same, front, top, and bottom. You circle it. Bam. And then you do the back, which is the 7-7 on the back. Mark it off because it failed for the year. And bam, you're done. This is relatively simple. But you're going to have to work. You're going to have to practice it and get it down. Once you get it down, it's relatively simple. Because you can always refer to this one sheet, what's going on for the whole year on the front and back there. If you're doing your work and tracking every day. And even if you don't track every day, you can go back and look at the numbers and catch up. It ain't going to take you but 5 minutes to catch up on anything you didn't catch up on a couple of days. And you be right back in there like that there. Then when it comes time to find out, okay, what front pair and back pair ain't filled, and I'm thinking about a number, where you be, through your strategy, you say, oh, okay, like I said, that 37 hadn't fell on the front. That's why I played it at 3-7-7. And now, like I say, only 2 that I'm gonna play this pair. I ain't gonna wheel it. I'll just probably put $1 just to have, playing money a little bit. A couple of dollars on the 7-7 on the front. A couple of dollars on the 5-0 on the front. A couple of dollars on the 2-2 on the back. A couple of dollars on the 50 on the back, and a couple of dollars The 5 on the back and the 3-9 on the back. Like that. Because I know they ain't failed, so I know the likelihood of them coming are great. And me hitting and winning with them are great. If you have the money. Like I said, you can strategize like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Any other questions, family? So if I can get ready to enjoy the holiday, I know this is what, Christmas Eve, and I know everybody got a lot of stuff in the oven they don't want to burn up. I know they don't want to burn stuff up. Following me. I don't be blamed for y'all burning up nobody's sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie, none of that stuff, or turkey. Don't say blame Mr. Terry. I was checking that video and burned up all the food, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna do that, are you? Don't blame me because you burned up no food now. All right. Like I said before, show me some love, double tap the screen, give me a like, and everybody, happy winnings. What's this here? They say, I'm doing Illinois. Thank you, Angie. Okay, so like I always say, play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing. The lucky time. And tracking is king.